Howdy! If you like what we do, make sure to share your favorite moments and episode with friends and check out our Patreon if you want to give us some financial support, as well as getting a little something in return. Thanks so much for everything, and we hope you enjoyed this episode of Please Stop Talking. You know, we watch so much fucking Family Guy, dude.
Hey,
like actual episodes or like funny moment.
But I'm gonna be honest. At one point I just fell asleep and we watched 2 seasons.
Oh my god!
Was it with the Subway Surfer videos?
No, it wasn't.
You had to like place somebody's phone underneath Family Guy playing Subway Surfers footage.
I did make that joke, so I guess it was kind of true. We did it for a millisecond. We watched Cleveland Show because I've never watched Cleveland Show, and then I had the Cleveland Show theme song in my head nonstop, and I would sing it in the New York subway. And I don't remember who told me this, but somebody we were traveling with was like, "You should stop that. That's racist." And I was like, "What the fuck do you mean? What do you mean that's racist? It's the Cleveland Show. He's proud to be."
I haven't heard the Cleveland Show theme, or if I have, it's been so long, it's just eliminated from my brain.
It's literally the only thing I remember.
I still think about how David Lynch is a reoccurring character in that show.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He's the bartender.
He enjoys it.
Oh, he is.
I'm thinking of David Lynch walking through like a subway or like an area in a place somewhere, and he sees somebody watching Cleveland Show clips with like Subway Surfers underneath, and he grabs their phone and you need to stop watching movies on your fucking phone.
Stop watching Cleveland Show on your fucking phone.
If you're gonna watch the Cleveland Show, you should watch it in its cinematic glory in IMAX.
I feel like he would not get miffed over Family Guy on a phone.
He does get miffed about movies on a phone.
Oh yeah, movies. I get that though.
I learned that Cleveland Brown is voiced by a cracker.
Yeah.
Who voices him?
It's a dude called Mike Henry. Mike Henry.
That's like when what's his face voices like Paco and everybody in Heavy Rain.
Oh,
and he voices Tyler in Fahrenheit.
They changed it.
Yeah. He doesn't?
No, they changed it. I think
on
one of the newer seasons.
Does Mike Henry still do the voice of the maid that goes no?
Oh, I think so. I don't know.
There you go. So it never ends. Dude, come on.
With the hat at first, I thought it was Mike Judge.
That's crazy. Mike Henry was on Kicked in the Nuts as the Kicked in the Nuts guy.
What is Kicked in the Nuts?
It's Kicked in the Nuts. Do you don't know about it?
No, I don't fucking know about it.
That's crazy. You should watch Kicked in the Nuts. He's the Kicked in the Nuts guy.
I thought you were going to end that sentence with, he's on Kick, the site. He's doing gambling streams.
He's doing gambling streams as Cleveland Brown. He's getting all the kids.
He's got a Cleveland Brown VTuber fully rendered.
Oh my god, dude. That's crazy. That goes hard.
For a second, I thought Mike Henry might have been one of the guys who did like the dubbing for Most Extreme Challenge.
What is Most Extreme Challenge?
There was like a dubbing of Takeshi's Castle. It was basically
like the Ninja Warrior shit.
Oh,
yes.
with that. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because they had like a lawsuit with Wipeout that they had to settle on because Wipeout basically copied the Takeshi's Castle formula. But yeah, they had like the dubbed version that was for I think Spike initially.
It was on Spike, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, they dubbed over it?
Yeah, but they made it like a comedy. Like they gave like all the contestants like fake backgrounds, like, oh, she draws realistic giant pictures of boogeymen in children's closets. Like they give them like fucked up names and stuff.
That's so weird.
Yeah. And the other fun fact, the lady who voiced all like the woman contestants, like everyone in the show, is Freddie's mom from iCarly. I can't remember the actress's name.
Mary Shear. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's her. Yeah.
Oh,
she's in every fucking episode of Most Extreme Challenges.
It literally just says her credits are female voices.
Yeah, she voices like every female contestant.
More shows like Most Extreme Elimination Challenge, The Man Show.
Like Elimination Challenge, that was it.
Starring Jimmy Kimmel. Remember The Man Show?
Yeah, remember he was on that because he was on The Man Show on Spike as well.
I vaguely remember.
Well, he created that show.
Yeah, that was Jimmy Kimmel's The Man Show.
Jimmy Kimmel and Adam Carolla.
Adam Carolla, yeah.
There was a segment where Jimmy Kimmel runs after women in the streets and says, "Please have sex with me. Please have sex with me." And then they run away from him. I'm not even fucking kidding right now. That is actually one of the segments of The Man Show.
Would you have sex with me? Just a yes or no. Would you have sex with me?
Have sex with me. Please fuck me. Please fuck me. It's fucking crazy. And then he got replaced by Joe Rogan.
What the fuck? I didn't know the Man Show had so much lore behind it.
It's more of like a, man, we really let a lot of this slide back in the day.
From what I understand, I thought it was like a G4 thing, but I was probably mixing that up with a
it was
very
on,
different G4 show.
Spike.
Was it on Spike?
It was on Spike. The Man Show was a Spike show.
It was on Spike, yeah. I did watch it. I did watch it growing up.
No. It was on Comedy Central.
Man Show was on Comedy Central?
Yes.
Oh, maybe Spike got the syndication rights for it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where the thing from Jimmy Kimmel and Blackface comes from.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was like from SNL or just like anything else. I didn't realize that was from the Man Show.
I'll pull it up. I got it.
Oh my God.
So I'd seen an image before and just figured it was from SNL or like some sketch on the show.
To be fair, he apologized for the Man Show and said that he was unhappy with the fact that he had to act in it, even though he's the one that created the show.
Yeah,
I know.
you're the creator. What do you want?
I know. I fucking know. In a few years, I'm gonna do that for PSC. I'm gonna be like, I'm so sorry for being in that garbage.
That's so strange. It's like to be like, oh, you know, I regret doing that compared to going, I was so mad at the time being in it. I hated being in it when you created
I was like,
it.
man, I was so immature at the time. Like, I really had to grow up or something like that.
The reason why he left the show was because he was like, well, I'm not proud of being on that show and doing this. And it's like, you made the show. You could have left. You could have not done it. You could have not created the show, you fucking idiot. That show was just like two dudes and a bunch of women with breasts dancing, and that was pretty much the entire thing.
They fucked that up.
Oh yeah, the ending segment was always like, and here's women jumping on trampolines.
Yeah.
So it's like the dancing lobsters, but just women.
Yeah. They actually, the people that were in the dancing lobster costumes were the women, so they'd record that and then they'd go to the trampoline.
I'm a fucking idiot. I thought you were talking about Crab Ray, but it's women jumping on trampolines.
No, that's a reference to the Amanda Show where it'd be like they do the
Oh,
judge bit.
the
And they'd
Amanda-
say, bring out the
oh.
Bring the
dancing
dancing
lobsters.
lobsters.
Oh, it's been so long since I've seen the Amanda Show.
Amanda
Holy
Show.
fuck. Dude, what a banger. Josh Peck was on that. So was Drake Bell and Dan Schneider.
I mean, the whole like Nickelodeon gang was on that show. That and all that, I think they kind of went between them.
I think they were even younger than before they got their own shows, though.
Yeah, because Drake would do Totally Kyle.
Yeah.
And Josh would just show up sometimes.
What's Amanda Bynes doing now?
Oh,
I just clicked.
She's had a tough time.
Welcome to the
Most
podcast.
actresses of that time, it's like, what are they doing? I recently read the Jeanette McCurdy book, and that was very depressing to read.
Yeah. It's free on Spotify, so I checked a look, and I was like, this is so depressing. I can't do this.
Dan Schneider was quite a fucking monstrous man.
It's so evil. Reading that is so...
It does make you happy knowing she gets better by the end, though, that she's like in a better place.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, after all the shit you went through, fucking, I'm so happy to know you're doing better.
It's crazy because even like Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez, didn't they also come up and were like, oh yeah, shit is really bad. Like this shit is fucking awful for kids. We got to stop that.
Yeah, I mean, Amanda Bynes alluded to a lot too, but it's like if you never know how they have contracts set up for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like you'll lose your residuals, what little you have, or this and that. You'll be torn apart in court. It's like,
Yeah.
Dan Schneider basically, he ruled Nickelodeon for a few years.
He did.
I still think he made the logo a foot to just mock the authorities.
Oh my god!
I never thought
Was it
of
a
that.
foot?
Oh my
Wait,
God.
was it actually a foot? I thought it was Dan Schneider's logo was... Oh,
For
you
his-
mean
for his
Nickelodeon.
studio.
Okay.
He was running
Nickelodeon
it.
studio logo.
No, Schneider's Bakery was his production thing, but he had such a run of Nickelodeon for a while that they made
you
the
mean
Nickelodeon like
Yeah, I
logo
remember
a
the foot Nickelodeon foot. Yeah.
They put the foot on top of like the fucking gates to their studio.
Oh
Like,
my god.
Whenever you watch a Nickelodeon show, there's a big orange foot in the corner.
No.
Dan Snyder rubbing his hands together, just
He's rubbing his feet together.
Oh no. I don't want to think about Dan Schneider rubbing feet together.
Yeah, I only looked up as Dan Schneider. Then the Zoe 101 star has alleged Nickelodeon producer Dan Schneider offered kids money for feet pictures.
Oh my god, that's not even surprising.
No. God, what a fucking crazy man.
What a fucking creep. Speaking of creeps and feet, we just came back from New York.
What a segue.
To be fair, there's a lot of creeps in New York. I'm going to be honest. Like, we were talking about this right before we started. Dude, New York is crazy. It is like every stereotype you've ever heard about New York is 100% true.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. Crackheads, fighting, nonstop horns, honking and shit. People screaming in the street. I'm walking here.
Yeah, I got out of the train station the first day I got there, and it was like the soundscape of New York, just like that is how it sounds in media, is you walk out and you're just like, horns are like constantly going off every like minute, and it's like within a 5-block radius of you.
Yeah, and it's like, hey, what are you doing? Fighting, don't do it. Everywhere. It's fucking crazy, dude. I have not slept this poorly in so long, dude. Every single fucking... I feel like we might be cursed with Airbnbs. It was not bad. It was like the most...
It wasn't the Clue House?
Actually, no. It was probably the worst Airbnb we had.
Oh, it was
not
worse than
counting the Clue House. Here's the thing. Clue House is not an Airbnb. It's a fucking like...
It was a set.
It's a ticketed experience, you know? Like when you go to see like... When you go to like Ripley's Believe It or Not, but it's a house and you sleep in it. That's how I see that Airbnb. The Clue House is an experience. The Airbnb was probably the worst because of many reasons, like not having a lot of rooms, being in a place. I don't know. There's a lot of things that I didn't like about it, but it's like more like petty Airbnb stuff that's uninteresting. But we had a little bye-bye man nook, and that made me really happy.
A bye-bye man. Oh, like the bye-bye dog closet?
Yeah, we had a little passageway where we could crawl down. I'm going to be honest, because for people who've been paying attention on our socials, I did say on the schedule that it would be in person that we would record. And I'm going to be honest, if we did record there, it would have been in the Bye Man nook because it was a tiny little nook. It was hot as fucking balls. It was echoey as hell. And it was weird as shit. But we didn't because scheduling conflicts.
Yeah, it was just that whole week was just like a nightmare scheduling wise. Like it was fun, but it was always like, oh fuck, we got to schedule stuff with like 5 different parties at all times
in the busiest fucking city.
I could not believe how stressful New York was. New York is just so stressful. The craziest thing is too, like, because we went by bus because we got train tickets and then the train tickets didn't end up working out, and it's a whole fucking thing. So we were kind of forced to get bus tickets with Greyhound.
Oh, man.
I remember Greyhound being pretty okay when I was a kid. This was like fucking awful. The first Greyhound bus we took from Montreal to New York was fucking horrendous. We get to the station, and when we get to the station, they call up our bus, and the Greyhound worker comes out and he's like, "Hey, everybody get your bus passes on right now. God forbid anybody be late. We got a lot to do, blah, 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 blah." He was like the most like stereotypical New York man ever. And then I just give him my pass. I get on the bus. I sit down with Boo, and we immediately realize that this is not going to work. The seats are fucking tiny, and Boo's
a giant.
I was like squished to the window the entire time. It was fucking awful. The bus driver comes in. He explains like, "All right, everybody, we got 9 hours to go."
Oh, shit.
Oh, geez.
I want everybody to take a solid minute. Pray with me that we make it safe to New York City. Actually stops talking. He actually stopped and started fucking praying. And I was like, oh my God. I only have one personal rule. Don't get close to me or talk to me while I'm driving. It's dangerous out there. I'll get in an accident and then we'll all die. Everybody pray that we make it to New York. everybody join in prayer. He kept being like, join in prayer, join in prayer. I was like, what the fuck is going on, dude? Are we gonna not make it?
Don't make me tap the sign again.
Now I'm thinking about how cool it would be to have a priest for the like Church of Transportation on every
be tight.
Greyhound bus.
You're powering the
like
bus like
imagine
a
some
spirit
guy
bomb.
in a hooded cloak walking like between the like in the aisle, like spreading incense and praying for safe journeys and travels beyond.
Brendan, I have bad news. You've stumbled upon Warhammer again.
Is it
It
actually?
always comes back to Warhammer.
Yeah, that's Cult Mechanicus. Because technology is so old, they just sit around and they don't understand how a lot of machines work. They understand how more basic functions, but a lot of stuff is borderline magic. So they like throw incense on engines and stuff. We have to appease the machine spirit to be sure that it works.
Oh my God. The guy kept going like pretty much every time we would like, because it's a 9-hour bus ride. We had like sometimes there's stops so people can like stretch their legs, get some food, whatever. And every single time we would get back in, he would always be like, it's dangerous out there. Don't even look at me. We get to Albany. Everybody needs to get out the bus while they fuel up, and this old man who has been like we've talked to him like once or twice while we were waiting on like to get on the bus at first, like when we were in Montreal. He was like a sweet old man. Most of what he was saying is like, you have red hair, pointing at me, and then he would point at Boo and said, you are tall, and we were like, yeah, that's right. we just talked to the guy like, oh man, I'm kind of disappointed that we keep having delays. We're almost like 3 to 4 hours late to New York, and he was like, yeah, that is disappointing. And then we just end up being like, oh, what are you doing in New York? Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, what are you doing? Like, just, small talk.
Sure.
The small talk ends, everybody's just like silently like looking around, just like chilling out, looking at their phone, and he grabs me behind the neck. But like, he grabs me behind the neck and he says, do you know Donald Trump?
Like personally?
What?
This is when things got weird because he got really touchy-feely where he kept grabbing me like he grabbed the behind my neck and started like patting it and shit, and I was like, oh my, I was really uncomfortable and I didn't like it. But he had pastor vibes. Like, it was an old man. He gave me pastor vibes, and I was like, I'm pretty sure he was a pastor. I'm pretty sure he was like a man of God because he would talk a lot about how Jesus is his homie and shit. And I was like, all right. That
Right.
I'm like, oh yeah, I know who Donald Trump is, man. And then he goes, that man, I knew he was trouble the moment I saw him in The Apprentice. And I was like, I was like trying so hard not to fucking die laughing when he said that.
It's all strange. Like, hey, have you heard of that president before? Have you heard of President Trump? It's like, well, if someone says that, I would assume they're asking if I know them personally at that point.
I know, but no, I mean, I don't know if English was his first language though, because he was like French Canadian.
Okay.
So I don't know, but he was still weird, and he was like, let me tell you something. He has no money. I know he has no money. And I was like, oh my God, dude, what the fuck what are you talking about? And he kept being like, Trump has no money. I've seen it on The Apprentice. That man is an evil man. He has no money. You know who has money? Elon Musk. Now that's a man with money. I was, just like slowly like, oh yeah, no, that is so true. You're so right. He said, I love Elon Musk. His soul is rich. Let me tell you about Vladimir Putin. Now that's a man with no money, because his money comes from the people. He has no money. It's the people's money. And then he kept going off about what being rich is. Yeah,
you got an actual sermon.
This guy's giving you his like political figure tier list.
Dude, I didn't even fucking, I was not saying anything. Boo wasn't saying anything. All we did was listen to him while he was groping us. And I was like, oh my God.
We Trump approval.
All I kept being like, oh yeah, that's so true, dude. It's fucked up. That's all I could say was like, it's messed up, isn't it, huh? Maybe if I keep agreeing, he'll leave us. And then he, at one point, he just grabs me by the shoulder and pulls me close. And then he points to a little badge on his like coat. And he's like, you see that? And then I read it and it just says like order. I can't remember exactly. It was like order of the Mason of the order of like some fucking cult. And I was like,
Masonic Temple.
Wait, was he a Freemason?
Is it Freemason? Would he be a Freemason?
Probably a Freemason.
It's Freemasons.
I don't know, but it was like some cult, and he was like, "You know what this means, right?" And I wanted him to leave me alone, so I just said, "Yeah, I know what that means."
Was it a big I or a big G? Like, what was on him?
It was like a pyramid.
I don't know. I would, because like you can join Freemason lodges fairly easily.
Well, yeah, Freemasons, they do is like they chat, they talk, and then they pull out like the big buffet with like tins of food and then walk around eating potato salad and talking about old man things.
It's basically a boys' club. Like it's old.
He
club.
just pointed at his thing that said Mason, and he said, "I'm a Mason. You know what that means, right?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I know what that means." And then he said, and then he grabbed me.
I feel like with the grabbing, I'm just waiting for the story to end with him like suplexing you out of a window. I
got grabbed into an SPD.
He goes into like a 45-minute diatribe, grabs your arm, and starts like burning your hand.
Grabs Billy and just turns him into powder.
Billy got pulled into a conversational Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, I think he got bored of us because Boo and I at one point we like just on our phones and going like, "That's so true, King. Elon is rich with soul."
You can't put me in situations like that anymore because I just tell people to fuck off.
Putin, he has no money.
I don't know. I was thinking it would go somewhere and be funny. Either way, he got bored at one point and just left. He was like, "What time is it? When do you think the refueling is going to be done?" And I'm like, "I don't know. It's like 3." And then he didn't even say anything. He turned around, pointed at another woman and said, "Do you know Donald Trump?"
Oh my God.
Someone else pulled aggro.
It was like, yes. Somebody else pulled aggro and he just like fucking went towards her and bothered her. He kept talking about like having a barbecue with his sister in New York, and I wanted so bad for him to invite us.
Oh yeah, you could have gone to the barbecue with like 400 people.
That would be crazy.
It's pay to enter though, $45.
Really good Kool-Aid.
I don't have any patience with people with that kind of energy anymore. I think about a week and a half ago, I was at the Five Below with Shelby because she wanted to pick up plants for her little office area, and there was an old guy working there. We walk up to like their self-checkout machines, and we're scanning items and like paying, and the dude walks up and he's like, "Having trouble with the credit card machine?" I'm like, "No." "Have you heard of a little guy named Jesus?" And I just said, "Nah, man, no thanks." And we both just left. I was like, I'm not getting into it. Like, I don't have the time, the patience.
Honestly, I sometimes I feel like I should, like, when they ask, "Do you know Jesus?" I should be like dead ass, like, who is that? Like what would they do? What would they do if you straight up say like, "I have no fucking idea what the Bible is"?
Like they have to start from the very beginning.
Like, are they going to start from the beginning?
Let me blow your mind here, but let me tell you something. In the beginning, there was nothing.
No fucking way. Like, what if you really entertain them? Like, really fucking go for it. Like, I don't know, and you pretend to be insanely interested and ask like the most asinine, like 5-year-old questions.
How big of a garden? How come the animals didn't eat each other?
This guy was fucking drunk all the time. Well, you said his blood was wine. Dude, I'm so confused. I don't get this.
How did an angel make a baby? Where did babies come from?
Why did that bald guy sick bears on those kids?
Why did the she-bears devour 42 of the children?
What is incense? Does it taste good?
Now tell me, I gotta know. I get frankincense, I get gold, but what the fuck is myrrh?
That's a real question.
Actually,
though.
what is myrrh? I'm gonna look it up. I've never fucking looked it up.
I think it was like a frankincense. I used to think was like an incense. Like it was something that smelled nice.
MYRRH.
Wait, MYA? Oh, it's a yellow fragrant sap-like resin that comes out of the cuts in the bark of a certain trees.
So it's like they gave him maple syrup.
It reduces pain and kills bacteria.
They gave baby Jesus.
Treacle!
Baby Jesus got a dab pen for this myrrh.
It's fucking.
Starts hitting
Yo, baby Jesus hit that jewel though.
Baby Jesus is hitting the dab pen way too hard. He's talking about his dad is God. What?
Dude, what a crazy little man's. What a crazy little guy.
I don't want to think about Wisemen Zaza.
Wise men going to the Casey's General Store to pick up some gas station. Yeah, dude, I gotta get a gift for this guy.
Wiseman Zaza goes fucking crazy hard. That's nuts.
Man be like, I'm about to hit the wise man Zaza. Oh, fuck, the burning bush.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh fuck, I sacrificed my brother. Is that a thing that happens in the Bible?
It is really fucked up because if I was in the Bible, I would simply sacrifice my monster card to draw in a more powerful monster.
Yes.
Well, Cain killed Abel. Like, you just sort of murdered him. There was they almost sacrificed Isaac, when that one time.
Abraham was like told like, hey, murder your son.
And then it was just a prank.
And then he goes, lol, just kidding. I was just testing to see if you do it.
And then Isaac became a popular name that was then used in Dead Space. And then the Dead Space creators said we should make a game called the Callisto Protocol and call our character Jacob because he's the son of Isaac in the Bible.
Oh, is that actual? Is that real? Is that actually what they did?
They didn't say that, but I would guess that's why they named him Jacob, because he is the son of Isaac. I did too many fucking years of seminary.
That's what I always think about. Like, man, I know nothing about the fucking Bible apart from walking on water and making wine or something. I don't know.
Well, it's like the most interesting stories they don't get into.
Probably not. I mean, the easiest things, like the things that I get from osmosis are walk on, like.
Yeah, the miracles most people know
The miracles. It's the miracles that people talk about. I don't know shit about Jesus's life. Like, what did he do in that fucking rock temple where he was hidden or whatever?
Well, there is a time skip, and it just goes from like he's born to he's 33 years old, basically.
There is. It's like a fucking One Piece time skip in the middle of the Bible. What's up with that?
Jesus trained for
He gets a whole
33
new
years.
design.
Yeah, he just fucking trains in the hyperbolic time chamber for some fucking shit.
My ass is just thinking of Jesus like making a shelf with the One Piece music playing in the background, like the dun 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 dun.
Oh yeah, didn't Jesus also invent like chairs?
He did not invent
I don't know
chairs.
about that.
What was it? I swear somebody told me at one point that he invented chairs, and I believe
That sounds like stupid shit someone would
Did
say,
he
but
not
he did
invent
not.
chairs and tables?
Jesus did not invent chairs.
Oh, I thought that's the reason people liked him so much, because he invented chairs and tables, and people were like, "Yo, what the fuck? This is so much better."
I'm just imagining Jesus making a giant T and then like thinking, and he's like, I hope this doesn't come back to bite me.
That would actually be a really interesting like historical corruption. Like, Jesus goes from being a carpenter to the first carpenter. Like, we didn't have doors.
Like, he was the
or
first
tables.
person to pick up a hammer and realize he
Yes.
could like nail things together.
He was the first person to shape wood for furniture. He invented chairs.
Going to church for the first time after the Lego movie came out and your pastor yelling, now Jesus was the first master builder.
Oh my God. Well, if kids complain that the pews are too uncomfortable, it's, hey, this is based off the very first furniture Jesus made.
That's true.
Jesus invented this pew.
To be fair, he invented chairs. That must be fucking crazy, though. Like, do we really need chairs? Why can't we just sit on the floor?
I mean, a lot of cultures do.
Why are we so fucking pretentious with our fucking tables?
So pretentious.
Honestly,
It
I
is
really
pretentious.
hope the ad we have to do for this episode is for a standing desk.
Unfortunately, it's for sleep masks. Recently, I was on an incredibly uncomfortable 9-hour bus ride from Montreal to New York City. The seats were tiny, it was incredibly hot, people were constantly talking on the phone, I'm an incredibly light sleeper, and yet I napped like a baby, all thanks to Manta Sleep. Manta Sleep makes the world's best sleep masks and sleep accessories like travel pillows, earplugs, anti-snore nose vents, and more. I got the Sound Plus Deep Sleep Bundle, and it honestly changed the way I nap and sleep. It came with the Manta Sleep Mask Sound, which is a complete blackout mask that doesn't leave pressure on your eyes and has adjustable Bluetooth speakers so you can listen to your favorite podcast, wink wink, while slowly drifting off to sleep. In addition to that, the bundle comes with freezable eye cups that help with headaches, fevers, or just to relax, and the Manta Aroma Dots, which are scented dots you stick inside your mask so you can get all your favorite relaxing smells while you sleep. I honestly fell in love with Manta Sleep, and I think you will too. Check out our link in the description or visit mantasleep.com and make sure to use our code PSTPod for 10% off your order. That's MANTA sleep.com, code PSTPod for 10% off.
You know, Jesus built the first bed. Before then, everybody slept in the manger.
What is a manger?
A manger is where Jesus was born.
Oh, the straw pile.
So like a stable.
It's where you keep like just
I'm learning.
animals.
I'm learning so much about religion.
Well, a
I don't
manger's not
even
really a
have to
religious
hunt.
thing. It's just like a big. I mean, back then it's basically like not even a barn. It's almost like a CC's pizza for livestock. It's just filled with hay, and they let the animals go apeshit in there and eat everything.
I don't know. When I was a kid on the farm, they told me to stay away from that place. They called it Manger Danger.
Manger danger.
You're such a funny boy.
I don't know. I like, since we're on the topic of this, like I don't have like, yeah, when I think of like religion, I guess, and like my experience with it, I just remember being in foster care and them trying to like rush confirm me Lutheran while I was in foster care, and it was the weirdest experience ever.
What did you?
Oh, we have a
Lutheran.
time
Whoa,
limit
whoa,
on this
whoa.
kid. We got to get him baptized.
You rush what?
Confirmation. It's like a ceremony.
Rush confirmation?
Yeah, they were trying to like.
It's a process you have to go through. It's an initiation.
That sounds like a fighting game thing. Dude. Like I thought you were like, it sounds like a video game thing. Like, oh, you got to rush confirm into fucking super.
Rush confirm.
They just bring me to church and like we do church things, but then they put me in a room for an hour and make me read like Bible passages. It was the most awkward thing ever.
Did you say rush confirm Luther?
Yeah, rush confirm Lutheran. Rush confirm Lutheran.
Lutheran?
As
That
a Martian,
actually
it's a type of
sounds like a
Christianity.
fucking video game thing. That doesn't even sound like Bible. You know what? Bible might be fucking sick.
Bible. Just Bible.
Bible must
Bible
be fucking
was-
sick.
I can't wait for Jesus to hit the
Why haven't they
drive-in
made a
bag.
video game on the
Wheel.
Bible yet?
You know, when Jesus hit the first nail into that board, he said, "Bro, drive impact. We got to rush this."
What would be a fucked up thing to change? Like, did Jesus invent anything?
That's a big question.
I mean, apart from the religion, I guess he didn't invent that though.
no,
No,
it's
that came
like-
after him.
the division between like Judaism and Christianity was basically Jesus showed up and came and said, "Hey, guess what? I'm here. There's more." And they said, "No, there's not. Stop it."
I guess.
And Islam basically acknowledges that, oh yeah, Jesus came, but then there was
We don't
the
give a
Prophet
fuck.
Muhammad, bless his name, after
Okay,
him.
so they were basically like, he came, but who gives a fuck?
Well, I mean, there's also different interpretations on who Jesus was. Some is he is the God of the Old Testament. Others is that he is a son of God. So it goes all over the place with it.
Okay, it really,
Or
really.
he was a person, but we don't believe in like him being the son of God. He was just a holy person. That's it.
I'm learning so much about religion. This is fucking sick.
I like we set this up as the trip story episode, and now it's just shifted into being like Veggie Tales.
That's what always happens though. I'm such a curious little boy, and when I hear about religion or something I don't know, I start asking questions. I should just go like next time somebody genuinely comes to me and is like, "Do you know Jesus?" I'm gonna be like, "Dead ass, I don't know shit."
Tell me your version.
Enlighten me, and then I'm gonna take notes. Which is why I always talk to strangers, just like that one cokehead from Long Island I met.
That's a great segue.
Segue.
So I met a cokehead in Jamaica, New York, and we were gonna.
yeah,
head
this
to
is a
the-
suburb for people that don't know.
Yeah,
the little suburb areas. There's a place called Jamaica.
We were waiting for some people because we were gonna go see the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Boo and I are just waiting outside the subway station in Jamaica. At one point, some dude just like comes up to me and starts like really aggressive, like so fucking aggressive, like, "How big's your fucking man? How big's your man? How big's your man? How big's your man?" And he keeps repeating that. And I'm just like completely fucking stun locked. Cause what the fuck? I'm just like, I was on my phone playing a fucking like Pokemon Go or some shit. And this dude just shows up and starts antagonizing me. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know who your man is. I don't know who my man is. I'm so confused. I don't know. Like, I kept being like, I don't know. And then he's like, hey.
You should have just pointed at Boo and been like, this big.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's the thing. That's what he was asking about. But he kept going, how big's your man? How big's your man? How big's your man? And slapping my fucking, like, the side of my fucking arm. And I was like, I don't know, man. And then he's like, oh, dude, I'm not trying to fuck with you. I'm trying to ask how big this guy is. 6'9"? And I'm like, yeah, 6'9". And he's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And he just like starts going fucking crazy, walking around in circles, going, no fucking way. Dude, I mean, he was coked out. Like, he was just going fucking crazy, walking around, twitching and like going like, it didn't even register at the time that he was on coke, but it was so obvious. It like,
I'm going to see him at the reunion.
oh my fucking God, 6'9". I don't want to fuck with you. And then he would like slap Boo on the fucking arm. And he's like, yeah, man. So what are you guys doing in Jamaica? I live here. I'm brand new here. And then he just starts telling us his life story about it. His like, so my dad died a few years ago. You know how it is. And then I moved in with my cousin Vinny. And then I went off to like a dead ass cousin Vinny. And I
can't believe you actually experienced the fucking I'm new in town bit from John Mulaney.
Yeah, that's exactly
it. It actually is, because he
like that's exactly like I'm new in town, and then gives you like 3 completely unrelated stories to like give you an idea of who they are.
It's literally what happened, because he was like, my girlfriend also died. That was another big, that really bummed me out. And then this other person, he just kept listing people who died in his life. And I was like, I really felt for the guy, because I was like, oh my God, if this dude is pouring his heart out to us, something must be really he must need to talk about this stuff. And then he's like, oh, let me show you something. And then he like shows us like his leg, and it is lacerated. Like it is fucked up. It's like fucking full of scabs and like really fucked up. And I just go like, oh my God. And he just says, you know how good a guy I am? I'm a real good guy, but sometimes I can be a bit of a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my God, he just
the world quakes when a nice guy goes bad.
He just went, I could be your angel or your devil to me in public. And then he says, I was at a fruit cart. I was eating fruit. And then all of a sudden, you know how I am. I'm a good guy, but I hear a girl's in trouble. I do something about it.
Some like super hot fire bars.
It actually does, dude.
I watched that.
I was at a fruit bar eating fruits, and then all of a sudden a man with his scooter parks next to the fruit bar. He points at the lady and says, hey, you fucking a bitch. Don't even try to touch my scooter. And then he takes a crowbar and then he starts wiggling around. I say, hey, you stop that. And then I go in. I beat the shit out of him. I steal his scooter. While the key's still in. I run away with the scooter. Now I got a scooter. You want a scooter? I'm going to sell you. The scooter. I was like, dude, what the fuck? It felt like I got like 5 stories within like 15 minutes, because we didn't wait that long. Like Boo and I were waiting there just to like until our friend Jello got there. Then Jello got there, and then the dude kept talking to us, and it had been like 15 minutes since then, and he just went through like 5 stories. And then at one point he finishes his story, points at me like, oh, you says you guys was looking for foods. And I was like, yeah, we're looking for foods. And then he was like, Jamaica fucking sucks. Everything here fucking blows. Nothing good except smoothies. Oh, and the food here is good. Let me show you somewhere. And then he just like, come on, follow me, boys. And I was like, oh, dude, cokehead side quest. When opportunity arises, you take the fucking side quest. You fucking go for it. I'm pretty sure that
at the very least you're gonna get XP from this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure both Boo and Jello were like really sketched out and not wanting to do it, but I just kind of said, fuck it, I'm going.
Oh, the messages from Boo in the Discord sounded very concerned. Of like, we're either gonna get our like kidneys sold or find like a really cool.
That's because things got pretty sketchy pretty fast. Like we started following him, and then he was like, well, while we were going off, he was like, oh yeah, tonight, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to the casino. I'm gonna drop $50,000. And I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna sell that scooter for $15,000. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna put roulette numbers in. Bam, bam, bam. And then he was just going off and fucking twitching. And I was like, oh yeah, baby. Then he just brings us really far in, and he looks completely fucking like he looks to the side, he looks to the other side, he stops and goes, hey, yo, wait, where the fuck am I? And then he just like
brain catching up.
Yeah, we were like next to a fucking alley, and it was really sketchy. Like, it was a really sketchy part where there were like not a lot of people. It was in an industrial park, and he was just fucking coked out and completely lost. And that's when I was like, I had to do this thing where I was like, is the bit worth it, or is it getting dangerous and weird? And I had to call it because he was fucking screaming at him to himself, and I was like, you know what? I don't think I should be with a cokehead in a dark alley.
I'm amazed you got into the alley. You got farther than I would have.
This is bit chicken.
Yeah.
How far are we willing to take this bit?
At one point, I was just like, "Oh, dude, man, I don't know." I like pretended to look at my watch, and I was like, "Oh shit, we gotta go, dude. I'm so sorry, Vinny." Wait, what was it? Was his name Vinny?
No, I thought you said it was his cousin.
No, his name was Giovanni.
Giovanni.
It was Giovanni.
Yeah.
That's right, because he was.
It's a very Italian name.
Yeah, his name was Giovanni, and he kept repeating to me, you know what rhymes with Giovanni? Jamaica. That's how you remember me, baby. And I was like, yeah, I know. That dude was fucked up.
What's really funny about that encounter is over where I was at the time. I was in Manhattan with some of our other friends, namely like I think it was Julian, Court, and Mickey. And Mickey's from the area. He actually lives in New York. And apparently he was like, while we were kind of like walking around in Manhattan, he was messaging his dad, and his dad found out you guys were going to go to Jamaica, because I wasn't going to go all the way to Jamaica for a movie.
Yeah, it was far for you
because
you were in Jersey.
Side of the city. And apparently he got a call. We were like walking around I think we were at the Shake Shack, and he gets a call from his dad, and apparently his dad is like, do you think it's a really good idea to go to Jamaica this late into the evening? Like, you're gonna be there at night. Like, I don't know if that's a wise decision. Like, that was happening at the exact same time you were on this side quest.
I get it, but it was honestly not that bad. Jamaica is like, it's totally fine. Like, that was the only weird part about going to Jamaica. Like, actually nothing else was going on. In the end though, I told Vinny, like, dude, I'm so sorry, we're gonna miss our movie if we don't head out. And he was like, oh man, no problem, I love you guys. We'll see you around. If you're ever in Jamaica, just call me. And he didn't give us his number.
He just said, call me.
You just gotta start yelling his name.
World.
You gotta be like running around yelling, Giovanni, where are you?
Your cousin Vinny's in danger.
Giovanni, cousin Vinny fell down a well, Giovanni.
What's that Lassie technique?
In the end, he was just like, all right, I'll see you guys around, call me. And then he like leaves, but the way he left was so fucking funny. I don't know. He didn't just like start walking away. He like, do you guys know that picture of what's his face? The guy who sings Imagine, John Lennon. You know, like how he has like his legs spread out. And he, the famous John Lennon, he kind of did that, but like really fast towards the station, and I was like, holy fuck,
did a Morton Dargonian run.
He was like actually doing that, and then I was like, okay, let's actually head back towards society and go towards the movie theater to get food around there. And as I was saying that, I just turn around and I just hear Giovanni go, oh, fuck! And then he just runs towards us.
What? Why?
And then he's like, I forgot to ask yous. Give me a number, 1 through 35. Like, I had no idea what he was talking about. And I just said, like, I'm 26. And then Boo said, I'm 26. And then Cello said his age. And we were like, and then he was like, I didn't ask for your age, but that'll work. I'm gone.
He's asked for his numbers for the
Oh, he
casino.
needed the number for the roulette.
Yeah.
The roulette. I think that's what he asked. But when he asked us, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? He just said, okay, good. I'm leaving now. And then he lights up his cigarette and just starts fucking running towards the station. And like 2 minutes after that, we're just like figuring out like where are we going next with Google, whatever. I turn around, I look at Giovanni from afar, and he's already after some other like some woman, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, this guy is unbelievable, dude. What a fucking creature. I think he actually did steal that scooter.
Maybe he was honoring you at the roulette wheel that night.
Because the reason, I forgot to mention, the reason why he had like a fucked up leg is that while he was running away with the scooter, he started the scooter and started running out, and then he just fell on his ass on the scooter. He just got into an accident, picked it back up, and left while he was still fucking bleeding, dude.
Jesus.
Oh my god, dude. Dude, it felt like I was on cocaine just talking to him. He was so tweaked out. It was
Leading
nuts.
you through all the alleys.
Bless up, Giovanni. I love Giovanni. I think, you know what? I don't think he's a bad guy. Sometimes he can be, but right then and there, he was an angle.
You're starting to sound like him when you're talking just there.
He was an angle.
Giovanni is a mimetic device, turning you slowly into Giovanni. You don't know, but you're going to wake up one day and you're going to say, hey, forget about it.
You interacted with one and now it's spread to you.
I'm going to be honest. While he was talking, I could feel myself becoming Italian. I was like, hey, forget about it.
I should get a chain.
Yeah, I was like, I should get a gold chain.
I should buy some hair gel. I'm feeling it.
Oh, dude, he was gelled up, dude. It was gross. It looked like
I assumed that.
It looked like he was sweating like from his hair. It was so wet and oily. It was weird. But he smelled nice. He smelled like a nice perfume. What a man.
What a hero.
Maybe he won big on the roulettes that night.
This one's for you.
I mean, he said he was gonna drop $15,000. If he says something like, I don't think he was lying about that either.
I'm sure he believed he had $15,000 to drop.
No, I think he did, because he gave me the vibe of somebody whose dad was rich, because he was saying like, you know how his dad passed away. I think he was using the inheritance from his rich dad.
Oh,
you know?
okay, yeah.
That's what I think. He gave me that vibe. New York was crazy though. We turned the bar into an Evo watch party. That was cool.
Yeah,
I did not expect that.
Yeah. That's when I met up with you guys, and we had they had like a big projector screen, like basically above the entrance. So like you walk in and you turn around, and I think, did they say what they're usually playing? Because like
they're usually playing like Twitch streams and stuff like that, and we were like,
interesting.
We got in, we were like, oh, could you put on Evo? It's like the final day of the tournament, and they were like, oh, sure, whatever. Like we'll put on whatever for you guys. Usually it's not busy on Sunday, buddy. We basically got a crowd in there. We like everybody was popping off to Evo. It was nuts, and I was really drunk, and I thought I was gonna pay a lot of money for my bar tab. I did not. I did not realize how many fucking shots and beers people would buy me. I was like college drunk. It was nuts. That hasn't happened to me in so long. And by so long, I mean MagFest.
Yeah, we were having a lot of fun with that, because I got there like right before the top 6 for Street Fighter 6 started.
Yeah.
And once it got going, like the first game, I don't think it was the Taquito one. It was the one before the Taquito, Ken versus JP.
Oh,
but, like,
dude, that was sick.
People were like kind of like, oh shit, is this like Street Fighter? Like, it's clearly people that are not like in the know of what's currently happening. But there's some people going like, oh shit, I remember Street Fighter. And then with each match, as we were like getting really fucking hype with how like the finals were going, they were kind of building off the energy. And by the time I was leaving, like fucking everyone was going off. Like, because I left like I think right at the end of like, I think like semis going into the quarterfinals, I think. And yeah,
I
like
met
the
two
whole
other Billies and we
main
kept
room.
buying each other shots.
Yeah.
And I think that's how things got out of hand. It was cool as fuck though. That place is called Wonderville in Brooklyn. It's fucking awesome. They have like it's an arcade bar, but it's an indie arcade bar. So all the arcade machines are custom indie games. It's such a
that's neat.
It's so cool. You could play like the biggest game there that everybody knows is Killer Queen Bee, and they were doing a tournament
that
there
game's
as
so
well. I
cool.
think, dude, that place was fucking awesome.
Yeah, shoutouts to Wonderville.
I don't remember who our bartender was, but she was fucking sweet as hell, and her boyfriend Jermaine was like the fucking coolest guy. That was awesome.
Oh, was he the guy that was like standing at the side of the bar when we were there?
Yeah, and we were like hanging out and watching Street Fighter for a while. He was such a cool dude. I got his number and I was like, "Oh, dude, we'll go back to Wonderville," and then we didn't because New York is so fucking busy. That was sick though.
Yeah, it was like really fun.
Do they have like a machine that lets you play Braid or Limbo?
Imagine, dude, fucking. They had a machine for The Witness, bro.
All right, they got the OUYA set up finally. Who wants to play some Towerfall?
Oh,
Anybody?
Oh, fuck. You're the first person I know who knows a OUYA game by title.
Well, you don't know The Amazing Frog?
No.
Oh, you're missing
Is it
out.
OUYA or OUYA? I never know.
It's OUYA.
It's OUYA.
It's
It
OUYA.
is OUYA.
Yeah, because they were like, I'm tired of renting games and paying money, but I can rent games on my thing, and then the
Right.
ad would go, OUYA.
I love my friend getting really hyped about OUYA back when it was coming out, and they're like, dude, it's like you're gonna be able to play Android phones on your TV. And then he got it and he's like, dude, this sucks. You're just able to play Android phones on your TV.
Yeah,
And I was like,
exactly.
that's what you wanted.
It's doing exactly what it was advertised.
The OUYA lady is one of the most fucking insane people ever. I don't know. She gives me the weirdest vibes.
Breaking Bad
One of
Walter
the-
White OUYA controller. We should think of this. This is epic.
One of the best things to ever happen to gaming was when she was at an interview and they were interviewing her about like, okay, well, you talk a lot about the hardware, but what about like, do you have killer apps? Do you have games that you like? Looked off screen and was like, Bomberman? Was that one of the games? Yeah,
rules.
Bomberman. I love Bomberman. I honestly can't believe how big the OUYA was.
I don't either because it's like Brendan said, it's Android things on your TV. Here it is.
Oh, it's Android things on my TV.
People like the idea because that was like what 2013, and everybody really wanted to believe in it. But once it came out and everybody saw it, was like, oh,
I never saw a single game for it that I remember. So even the selling point's like, oh, it'll be like $100 and it'll do all this. It's like, well,
Was it $100?
Was it supposed to be $100?
it was supposed to be affordable. I don't remember if it was $100, but it was definitely more affordable than others.
I remember it felt insanely cheap.
I remember hearing like, oh, it's cheap and it's gonna play phone games on your TV.
Oh yeah, it was $100. I can get a new one right now. Holy fuck.
I am still thinking about how that friend went from like OUYA apologist for a little bit to like Elon Musk apologist to like living with me and then moving out because of
Yeah.
I wake up so many
Because of-
memories.
Oh no.
So this friend, I'm not gonna just like say his name, but like, so he was super like into Musk, and we were like, oh hey, let's get an apartment together. So it was me, Shelby, James, and this friend of ours. It was a friend of mine and James's from high school, and
Call him Kyle.
yeah, we'll call him Kyle. Kyle was like living with us, and Kyle was the kind of friend who like me and James would talk to him. For a while we'd be like besties, and then he'd get a girlfriend and then disappear. Right?
Oh, that guy. I know that guy. Okay. You told
Yeah.
me about this guy. Okay.
So he lived with us for about 6 months in our apartment, and he did a couple of funny things. One, he would vape constantly, but it wasn't like a vape that you'd buy at a store. It was a vape that his brother had built and made, like welded together. So sometimes it would just catch on fire and start smoking. So he'd take it and he'd put it in the sink and douse it in water, take the batteries out, and then let it dry and start using it again. One time I told him, dude, you should vape Mio. Like the little, like, the water enhancement.
No.
He vaped Mio for like 3 days straight before he was like, yeah, this is hurting my lungs really bad. I need to stop.
What the
Oh my
fuck?
god, no fucking
no
shit,
doubt.
dumbass. What?
Why is he vaping flavored water?
Well, because I told him to and I'm kind of... let me be honest. It's kind of my fault because I told him it'd be funny, and then he just kept doing it, and I kept going, yeah, vaping, Mio, yeah.
That adds a lot more to the
So
story.
you're the bad influence.
It is kind of my fault. So eventually he had to move out because his girlfriend his new girlfriend half moved in with us. And his new girlfriend half moved in with us, and he would be playing Terraria with her, and they'd both be at his desk in the living room, and she would just start beating the fuck out of him.
What the fuck?
And it was like I was like at home working on like a video or something, and then she just starts screaming and starts hitting him with her laptop. To my knowledge, they're still like together. Like I haven't talked to him in years, but like insane moment. And after that moment, that's when they moved out. And I still don't know if my wife like talked to them and said, "Hey, you need to get out," or if his girlfriend just hated me that much because she hated me.
Oh my god.
Normal. This is such normal fucking behavior, dude.
I also think often about how his dad is like the richest man in town, and then his mom is a very, very wealthy psychologist. And I would think often about how his mom would straight up just tell him and his brothers like stories about patients that she wasn't supposed to. And then he'd be like, dude, I'm so middle class. This freaking world sucks. Like, I'm so middle class, and everybody is like against my family. We're losing out on so much money. And his dad lived on a mansion on top of the highest hill in town with 2 indoor pools and an observatory and a custom theater.
Pools?
An observatory.
I would go over to his dad's house, and his dad would talk about his table, and it's like, yeah, this table cost about $100,000. It was a custom job from this great oak tree that they like tore down.
What
and then he'd turn
fuck?
around and be like, man, my mom's really struggling. It's really middle class. Like, they live separately, the mom and the dad did, but his mom also owned a block away from his dad, owned an incredibly fancy house and like made a ton of money as a psychologist.
Oh my god.
Like, I unlocked so many memories just thinking about him, like how his mom was way into EVE Online, and then all of him and his brothers were really into EVE Online and would
EVE
constantly try to get
Online.
me into it. Like, dude, you got to join our corporation. You got to join it. We're going to be like running through the galaxy, dude.
I did not expect you to say EVE Online. I thought it was gonna be like Guild Wars or some fucking shit.
Way into EVE Online, and like to the point
That's
where like
so
they
funny,
would have
dude.
family gaming sessions where Kyle and his like 4 brothers would all like gather around with the mom, and they'd play in the kitchen EVE Online. So I'd go over, and I was friends with him in like high school, so I'd go over when I was in
throw up
college.
if I saw that.
And I just EVE Online at the table, everybody on like Alienware gaming laptops.
If I saw a family sitting around playing EVE Online, I think I'd have to like leave before I fainted. I just can't understand that.
Don't you fucking play EVE Online?
I haven't played EVE in a few years, but it's just the culture of EVE is so like fucking hostile.
Offensive to the senses.
The fact the entire family is playing it.
It's weird.
It's like
I
if
hate
you walked
to-
into a family living room and the entire family was playing like League. It's like
They're all
I don't
playing like
know
ASCII,
what's going on
ASCII
here.
Dwarf Fortress.
Yeah.
I just remembered one of my exes did that, but with Overwatch with his family. They would have Overwatch family night.
I would get Overwatch more than EVE.
I get Overwatch though, but
Yeah.
I remember being weirded out because while we were playing Overwatch, he would be like, "The fucking healer's a useless piece of shit," and I was like, "Dude, I'm the healer." or sometimes like his dad would say something about his brother, like, "You're fucking shit at this game," and I was like, "Man, what the fuck
my
is
God.
I
this?"
just unlocked the fucking nastiest fucking memory about this
no.
dude.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, okay.
I have to
Okay.
regale you with the tale
Yes,
of Kyle
yes.
and Greg. So Kyle's like, hey, I made this friend at college because I was going into college. We went to the same community college. I was just getting in. He's like, hey, I met this guy. We got to go out to his house out in like bumfuck Nebraska and like hang out with him and drink with him. And I'm like, okay, dude, awesome. So I get in the car, and it's me and Kyle, and we drive to this guy Greg's house, and it's in the middle of Nebraska. They don't have internet. They keep talking, like when I get there, they're literally talking about how they have to use like a Verizon data thingy to like get internet in their home.
Oh my God.
So it's me, Kyle, Greg's girlfriend, who ends up becoming Kyle's girlfriend later, partially due to this incident.
no.
And then
Oh boy.
No.
Kyle's girlfriend's friend, I think her name was like Allison or Allie or something. And so we're at this house and we're drinking, we're just hanging out and chilling. And then Greg busts out this medallion with a big G. Greg looks at me and he said, "Have you heard of the Gamer Collective?"
What the
No,
fuck?
No shit. He opens up his laptop and he starts showing me that he helps produce music for all of these video game rappers. This
No,
is like
no, no.
2013, 2014. I
the
swear to
Gamer
God, it's like
Collective?
called the Gamer Collective. And he puts on some music, and one of the songs is called like Man Meat, and I can't find it, but I remember it goes like Man Meat. I'm hungry for some Man Meat. It's salty on my tongue. And he's like playing this, and he puts it on a loop. They bust out the Everclear, and he's like telling me about how the Gamer Collective, like they're trying to get the ICP involved. It's like all these different like video game rappers who are like around the area, like within like the 100-mile area of like Nebraska and Iowa, how they're gonna like get like local concerts.
ICP is a logical first step.
So like he just shows me a billion video game raps that I cannot remember. None of these guys.
I can't find anything about the Gamer Collective.
It's either like it was the Gamer something. I remember it in my head as the Gamer Collective. All I remember for sure is that there was this song called
Alliance.
Man
I'm going to try Alliance. The Gamer Alliance.
Cabal.
Something it was something, and he's like going off about this, like talking about all these different like rappers like doing Call of Duty raps. Like this guy raps about like boom, lock it down and shoot it, Call of Duty, I'm gonna do it. Like it's like, and it's like blowing my mind, showing me all of these Gamer Collective videos that he like helps produce. And he's like, yeah, I'm doing like a bunch of local DJ sets, and I'm always putting like, I put Man Meat on at this wedding the other day, and everybody loved it.
Man Meat. Oh my
Man
God.
Meat on and they loved it.
They loved Man Meat. And then the most awkward encounter of the night happened while everybody was drunk, which, by the way, we were drinking straight Everclear and grenadine because that was Kyle's favorite drink.
Oh,
Grenadine. Wait, grenadine and
Grenadine, Everclear, and Sunny D.
Cutting Everclear with grenadine.
It was
so
grenadine,
fucking
Everclear,
foul.
and Sunny D. I can't remember what he called it, but it was something like named after GoldenEye because he really fucking loved GoldenEye.
Odd job.
I think it was. It was called The Odd Job.
Probably was.
That's actually
And
not a bad name if you want to pull
like,
from
that's a good name, to
GoldenEye.
be fair, but Jesus.
Imagine like out-of-state farm people, because this is like Greg's girlfriend's house, and like her brother's
Yeah.
upstairs smoking something dubious, and I'm downstairs like talking about the Gamer Collective and drinking. Allie just started like getting really drunk, and she kept like walking up to me trying to like grind on me, and I'd walk away. It was a very, very awkward encounter to end the night on, where every single time I would walk away, she would keep following me and then keep trying to grind on me. Like,
What the fuck?
And just to say, Man Meat was playing the whole time, and I was just confused as hell, like half drunk, confused, walking away like, hey, don't do that. Hey, don't do that. Hey, leave me alone. Hey, thank you. Don't do that. And I had to just survive
Man
the
Meat.
night.
It's salty on the heat. Man Meat. She's just following you around.
I'm just so confused and scared. I like go upstairs and start talking to like the brother that's up there, and he's telling me about like, yeah, we used to have cattle around here, but they all died. I think my sister was poisoning them because she fucking hates the farm.
What?
Whoa.
Wow.
And like I'm hearing about like farmer debates while I'm upstairs, like trying to hide away from like the grinding demon.
Who may have been involved in cattle poisoning.
Eventually, like I leave and I escape, and I was just like, I never want to hear Man Meat again. But Kyle kept putting it on my fucking phone, like torturing me with it. Like he would put it on my fucking phone, and I'd just like get a ring. I'd get a call from my mom, and Man Meat would start playing. It was like genuine torture.
Nerdcore Collective. No,
I don't know. I do not remember. All I remember, let me tell you, I remember a song called Man
It could have
Meat.
been something that was like confined to a like Facebook group or something.
because
Yeah.
there's one I found that's called the NPC Collective.
I don't think it'd be called that back then.
But I don't think it would be them because NPC stands for nerdy people of color.
No, it's definitely not them.
I'm trying so I need to know.
I'm trying
I
to
need
find
to-
the
I
Man Meat.
need
I'm trying to
Man
find the
Meat.
Man Meat song, and it's like I'm like having the hardest time about
Oh,
it.
dude,
Because I think
I
all
need
of these songs from this whole like Gamer Collective, they're all gone. They're all like disappeared into the void. Like, and they were all on Facebook, I remember.
Not gonna lie, when you started like talking about that story, I was kind of waiting for the reveal of Mandy going, "Oh yeah, I edited videos for them, and I tried to snuck in some Eve Online footage."
That happened one time.
Nasty Eve Online things.
I can't believe the Eve family existed. That's so fucking weird. Like if we saw in game like a corporation with a description of like we're a family corporation, we figured that was a joke or a roleplay one. So I was in a not roleplay one, but I was in an EVE group where the CEO was called Dad, and he made us all call him Dad. His name is actually XX Dad XX.
No.
Let's see if he still plays. Wait, he has a SoundCloud. Is he in the Gamer Collective?
No. Oh no. XX Dad XX.
Yeah, he ran a mining corporation, but it was just weird because we'd have to ask, like, Dad, can we have more minerals? Like, Dad, I need to take the retriever out.
I don't think it's the same guy.
No, it's not.
I'm looking at it, and this XX Dad XX seems to be like some kid that watches like anime.
I'm trying to see if I can find it. I'm on Facebook right now. Oh man, he follows the Lock Up Sioux City page. That's crazy.
Lock Up Sioux City.
Did you know my town has two Facebook pages that keep getting taken down, where all it does is post pictures of people who all it does is like post pictures of like people who get abducted or in prison.
What?
Yeah, it just posted if you get like sent to prison in my town, your face gets put on Facebook. It's somebody who like works at the jail who keeps making a Facebook page to like post people's like lockup pictures.
Oh my god.
Damn.
To like weirdly publicly shame them. Oh, dude, I remember because like the collective that they were starting, they got do you know Powerlifter?
Oh wow, that's a throwback.
Yeah, they were working with Powerlifter. I remember.
What?
Fuck?
Like
What
he
a
was really into it. I remember now.
Well, that's a connection. Contact the Powerlifter representative. Do you remember the Gamer Collective? Do you remember
the song Man Meat?
Meat?
I found the picture. I think I found the picture of him with the
with the medallion.
With the medallion. It wasn't.
Oh,
I don't think it was a G. I think it was the. 1 second. I'm posting it in the guests.
Oh my god!
I
Holy
think it's that.
shit.
I think
Stop.
I'm pretty sure that's Greg.
Incredible
Stop.
picture.
Fucking unbelievable.
Incredible picture.
We cannot show
No,
this.
but it's
This
so
would
fucking
ruin
funny.
this man. This would ruin this man's life. We cannot show this. That's embarrassing.
It's not
Oh
a big
my
G, just a big
God.
dollar
This dude took this
sign.
picture when this would be a hard album cover and then just covered it in 8-bit video game characters.
No, I remember it now. I found it. I remember it. I found it.
You found
Club Collective.
Scrub Club Collective.
Posting it. I remember, dude. That was their symbol. I found it. The Scrub Club Collective.
Oh no!
Dude.
Oh my god, I found it. Scrub Club Records.
Oh no! Oh no! There's their music.
Scrub Club Collective. 142 albums.
There are so many songs.
They're still like active.
Oh my
He was
god,
the part
they
of that, and he
are.
would talk about it, and he had that fucking medallion, and he would talk about the Scrub Club Collective. Dude, my brain
it's
is
just a big dollar.
wired.
It's still alive.
Still alive.
They're still going.
The Scrub No. Scrub Club Legacy. They're not active anymore. Oh my god, the only way they share their music is on fucking Google Drive.
It's like the Pooh Adventures wiki.
It's a band that's an ARG.
Too mellow. Wait, Too Mellow? Wait. Too Mellow. Where do I know Too Mellow? What? No.
What?
Too Mellow was part of the Scrub Club?
Who the fuck is Too Mellow?
Too Mellow is an incredibly popular guy. He makes fucking like fucking hip hop tracks. He makes hip hop tracks, and he's like really popular for his. He made a fucking album that was like called Too Mellow.
Oh wait, the Jet Set Radio.
Jet Set Radio,
right.
yeah. Memories of Tokyo Toe, and it was insanely popular.
I've seen it.
He was part of the Scrub Club. Dude, I can't believe we found
This is insane.
What the fuck?
I cannot believe that we found this like unlocked memory talking about New York stories, and I remembered the Scrub Club Collective.
Brendan, the people the names in the Scrub Club, they're actual people. Oh my god, MC Omi was in fucking. He was at fucking MagFest this year.
Brendan, it was real the whole time.
Brendan,
All their connections were real the whole time.
Real.
It was real. It was real. It was the truth. And these are actually fucking popular artists.
Brendan, this is a joke, like, basically for you. This is like learning a bunch of characters were part of Roger's crew.
This is like, oh yeah, actually you could unlock Goku in Super Smash Brothers.
And it's real. What? I feel dizzy.
A bunch of them also would wear V for Vendetta masks.
Yeah, I'm seeing that in their music video, their performances.
I'm looking at the images on the Google Drive.
That's a lot of sunglasses over Guy Fawkes mask.
Did you find Man-Meat on the Google Drive?
No, I can't find it.
No, not yet. I'm looking at their merch.
I just found the people in the collective, and I'm like losing my mind because these are people that are actually pretty fucking popular and go to MagFest and do like actual shit, like shows at MagFest.
You know, it's also possible the song isn't called Man-Meat. It just says Man-Meat a lot.
I love this image of the Sinister Six, Mike Snatcher's Nerdcore. MCs unite to take over the world.
Which one was your friend?
He didn't like make music. He was like a producer. He would help them like make the songs or like set up the tracks.
Well, so he would make the music.
Yeah, I think it was for Kabuto the Python. I remember now. It was for Kabuto the Python was who he would help.
Kabuto. Okay, I can find it. Wait, I can find it. We're not stopping until we get the. Oh my God, he has like 50 albums.
He does. It's insane.
Holy shit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 albums.
Hang on. Brendan.
What?
I think I might have fucking
You found it. You did find it.
You found
This
Man-Meat?
sounds like Aqua Teen.
Wait. Oh
That's
my
Man-Meat.
God.
It sounds like a song from Aqua Teen.
Wait, let me listen to it.
No one has liked this video. I'll be the first.
I'm liking it.
It's okay. I found the clean version.
The clean version.
This is so lame. This is really fucking bad, dude. Oh,
I'm picturing a woman going around trying to grind on Brendan while this is playing.
Man-Meat?
This is incredible.
I love this.
How is this real?
This is no longer the New York
Man-Meat.
trip episode. This is the Man-Meat episode.
Man-Meat.
this is actually worse than I could fucking ever imagine.
Oh yeah, this is leagues worse than I was picturing.
It's like an amazing level of bad. It sounds like something Meatwad would be playing in Aqua Teen, and they're like trying to get him to stop.
I can't remember. I can't believe that unlocking memories of Kyle led to me unlocking the memories of Man-Meat playing in a Nebraskan basement
Man-Meat.
while I was being assaulted with ass.
They say it just like you prophesized.
I did.
Man-Meat.
Like a line.
Ooh.
Look at the Man-Meat.
I'm hungry for some Man-Meat. I'm
Meat.
salty. It's salty on my tongue. I remember that vividly.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! Even this,
Oh,
it's still
so
like
bad.
that. Oh, was this? Did they wrap this over something?
I don't think that. Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. I don't think that dude produced this, and if he did,
Whoa! What?
ew. Oh no, this is bad, dude.
Oh no! Oh no!
What did you find?
So okay, so they might have been rapping over someone else's song, possibly. But he looks kind of like the guy Brendan saw. But Billy, what do you think of these lyrics?
While all you stay at home and keep masturbating.
Keep masturbating.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
Gotta be posting, what was it? Kabuto the Python had a song, I think called, what was it? Was it MF? Was it, it was in the album Il Ron Hubbard that I remember, and I'm trying to remember what it was.
Ron Hubbard.
Yeah, it was
Ron
Kabuto the
Hubbard.
Python. It was on.
This is the most embarrassing shit I've
Nothing
ever
like Man-Meat for
heard.
my mouth. Some girls trying to grind on Brendan. I cannot imagine anyone chasing a person with their ass while this song is playing. It's not clicking. I can't accept it.
I was even more. I kept just saying I'm in a, because this is when I was still like in a long distance relationship with my high school girlfriend, because it was just
Right.
when I was getting into college. And I was like, I have a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend. She kept like chasing me. She was so drunk.
Man-Meat. Oh.
Kabuto the
what I want.
Python is in fact an alter ego of famed nerdcore rapper MC Frontalot. Oh my fucking god.
I don't want to hear the phrase famed nerdcore rapper ever again.
Nerdcore is so embarrassing.
Is that a real genre?
Yes, it is. It's like, what if rap was about Mario?
Oh.
I love these. I love these track names. StarCraft is racist.
Is that real? Stop.
Yeah. It's like the first track on their Sonic hits.
Oh, dude, this is a Pandora's fucking box.
StarCraft is racist.
From the Schmix tape, yeah.
This is a treat.
Why is it racist? Now, it's like, with a title like that, yeah, that one has a lot of clicks on it.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
This is opening the forbidden door. This is opening the Pandora's box. I'm so fucking sorry.
I cannot believe the thing is, it's so crazy to me, right? Because it's one thing if these were people that were like, they did this and then stopped and were forgotten. A lot of the people in these guys actually have like notoriety and a decent following now.
Everyone starts somewhere.
I'm like, it's amazing. Does that mean, is Man Meat on
this just happens to be
Spotify?
The debut was a song called Man Meat that caused a very
Man
drunk
Meat
woman to shake her ass at everyone.
Man
that
Meat.
Brendan witnessed firsthand. Man Meat.
I was so scared, dude.
Man Meat.
Oh, this page has the lyrics for everything. That's so good.
Pokemon. Wait, they have it's the Pokemon hip hop album.
Of course there's a Pokemon one.
Plateau
there's
version.
like so much
That's
Pokemon
like a given.
on this song list. Like the gym leader shuffling. Listen to these lyrics. Y'all know me. I'm sedimentary. I'm better than Gary. I'm fucking scary. Y'all must be ready to carry your little Clefairy to the cemetery.
No.
Do Pokemon even survive here? Why,
Oh
yes,
my
but
God.
rarely.
That's fucked up and
I don't know, man. I
crazy,
think this
dude.
guy's got chops.
It's hard to make out a lot of StarCraft is racist, but one of the comments said it is kind of sus that the SC fee is black, so I'm not sure where this goes. Oh, it's about the Protoss? The fuck?
I can't do this, dude. This so much.
Sometimes,
I just heard the
What?
most insane fucking soundbite.
Let's go. What is it?
I think you have to play the snippet of it.
Okay.
It's too good.
It's a racist game and I'm okay with that.
What a sick bar.
Oh my god!
It's one of the sickest bars I've ever heard.
Oh my god! No fucking way!
Man Meat led
I
to this.
actually had to play that back to know that I understood what he just said.
Mandy has the Viper connection, and I have the Scrub Club collective connection.
Man, when Please Stop Talking drops that diss track, it's gonna be fucking nuts.
It's a racist game and I'm okay with that. Insane.
What's fucked is after he says that, my mind is so scrambled by this. I was expecting him to say Man Meat right after. It's a racist game and I'm okay with that. Man Meat. Yeah, we're going.
I don't even know if I can show it off in the podcast because that song, it's just sampling it's just using the instrumental by Chameleonaire.
But if you play under 5 seconds, no one will notice.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm so mad the
delivery is
website,
incredible.
They only have lyrics for 2 of the Pokemon tracks because I want to see the written tracks for all of these.
Time to download the thousands of albums and then go through them individually.
I will put out a fan translation of the lyrics and put them up on Genius.
I love fan translation.
StarCraft is racist and I'm okay with that. Dude.
Man.
Oh my god. Dude. I made the joke. If you go further down the lyrics thing for Welcome to the Stadium, they have a line by line meanings.
Oh.
They have a Genius explanation for all the lines.
I can't believe it, dude.
I would have thought this is where everything would lead.
That's the problem when I unlock
the Man Meat The man meat to racism pipeline. Oh my god.
It's on the same fucking album as
It's on the same album. Oh my god.
There's a chance that StarCraft is Racist played at that party too. There's a chance it was playing that night.
They're called Shammers.
I think it did. I had that whole album on my computer for a while.
Oh, it could have been playing.
It could have been playing. I could have been running away while StarCraft is Racist was playing.
I am like fucking shooketh. This took such a fucked turn, dude. That's incredible.
This went from New York to finding man meat lost meaty.
Oh my god, this went from Jesus creating tables to StarCraft being racist. Why is StarCraft racist? I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't listen to the whole song. I heard something about Protoss saying they're the best or something.
I need to see what the lyrics are for that and the line by line meaning, because holy shit. Because I'm reading through one of them and it's got my Mewtwo tuned to annihilate Clefairy. One of our team's strongest and legendary Pokemon, Mewtwo, is specifically trained to take down even the most seemingly harmless opponents like Clefairy.
What?
A hot 151 lurking because I don't want no berries. Our team is focused solely on competition and achieving victory, so we don't waste our time on resources like simple things like collecting berries.
I can't believe they fucking made like annotations like, oh, this is what I meant when I wrote this.
Yeah, this is what I was drawing. These are the bars.
You know what? Hey, Shammers, come back like fucking, how long has this been? 12 years later? Come back 12 years later and annotate the lyrics to StarCraft is racist. I need to know what you meant by it's racist, but I'm okay with it. Oh my god, speaking of racist, let's do the Patreon questions. If you're part of the $5 and above tier on our Patreon, Sir Meow Music, you can ask a question for this section of the podcast.
Is there songs
Wait,
you hate
wait.
so much you'll leave the room? Man meat.
Who said that?
What is the question?
Who
It's a
said
guy
that?
in
Wait.
the hat. Is there a songs that you hate so much you'll leave the room when it starts playing? If so, why? It
Man
said
meat.
Man meat.
Man
Yeah.
meat. I will literally fucking leave. If I see a bitch twerking to man meat, I'm out.
I'm a married man. If I hear man meat, I know it's coming for me. I gotta fucking run.
Man Meat's like your version of the Langoliers.
Man meat. You know that movie where that guy is like, it follows? Man meat is my it follows demon.
You're just at the grocery. You're at the grocery store. You hear man meat, and then the two dudes from Shammers start fucking bolting towards you at fucking high speeds. You're dead. You're so dead. You've never been more screwed in your life.
Sweet Mano asks, you go to the store to buy milk, but there are only 2 cartons left. One is labeled clown milk and the other is labeled dad milk. You can determine no further information about the milk other than that. Which carton do you take and why?
Clown milk.
Dad milk.
Dad
I would
milk.
go for clown milk.
I'm going dad milk. I don't want clown shit.
Clown milk I'm picturing is like milk post Fruit Loops, like cereal in a bowl.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm like, because dad milk, considering how people talk online,
Oh,
I
you
feel like-
you think it's spunk? Like, oh, that's his dad
it's
milk.
cum.
So
Yeah.
Feel like it would
Right.
be cum.
I would pick dad milk because I'm terrified of clowns and I'd rather drink cum than drink anything from a box labeled clown.
I mean, what? This is a weird question. Like, I guess they want us to assume what the milk means. The milk is. I would get clown milk.
Yeah.
Because
I
like
hear clown milk and I think of that one video of that guy like, I go to McDonald's and ask for Sprite and all they give me is clown juice.
what is clown? I'm gonna look at clown milk online.
You're going to find a lot of pictures of clowns lactating.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
No?
that's what
Are you?
that's what Jordan Peterson was looking up a while back.
I mean, I'm just seeing like clowns with giant fucking breasts.
Yeah.
Clown milkers.
I was like, clowns with giant breasts, clowns lactating. Dads, on the other hand, I'm thinking it might, if it's like a real product and not like, a joke product, I'm thinking like a smoky kind of milk.
Clown milk r/SCP.
what?
That's what I found. It's a clown sitting in a chair and he doesn't look happy.
I'm sitting in a chair and I don't feel happy.
Maybe you need to listen to Man Meat a little bit more. It'll wrap around.
You're right. I've improved it.
God. What have you done?
Just see the most obvious,
That goes hard.
hottest bars got.
I'll put that right here, just so you can use it in your future endeavors.
It's a racist game and I'm okay with that. Man meat, I'm hungry for some man meat.
If you ever need this, you can have it.
Oh, here's one that relates to the like initial start of the podcast. The maker of Rain.
it?
What's the best city / country you've gone for a vacation?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I really like Chicago, honestly. Although, if I'm honest, I think Montreal is better. I really like where I live, but when I go, if I have to pick on vacation, I'd say Chicago. Chicago's got good vibes.
Chicago's a very nice city to visit.
I like it.
Especially with like how convenient the transportation was around everywhere.
Oh yeah, it was like super easy, and it's also not as stressful as New York, because New York is
Oh yeah, New York. You spend so much time just trying to figure out what trains you need to get on.
yeah, and every train is like a fucking puzzle, because it's like, after 5 p.m., this train does not go to this, and that, but this one goes to this, and that, and this one skips this station, but this one doesn't skip. And it's like, oh my God, dude. Jesus Christ. Just like do a straight line.
Brennan, you got an answer?
Oh, I probably either Chicago or Colorado, but I really like the air in Colorado a lot.
That mountain air is good.
I do like Denver a lot. Denver is a really nice city. I just think that Chicago is more my speed, because I'm very city boy.
Hate Iowa nature. I hate Iowa nature, but for some reason the bugs leave me alone in Colorado. I don't know what it is. I hate nature in Iowa because I get swarmed, but I'm in Colorado and they're like, we're not drinking that Iowan blood. I'm not doing it.
The Iowa blood.
I've heard that Chicago is dangerous, but I've never been in a shooting.
We drove by it today.
No,
Do you remember our
that's
4th of July when we had to stay inside?
That's the joke. There were multiple shootings while we were in Chicago. Good Lord, what the fuck, man?
I'm gonna be the weeb in the room and say Japan. I fucking loved being in Japan. It's so fucking cool.
I've always wanted to go to Japan super bad, because it's so
everyone's
alien
so
to me.
polite,
You know?
and nice, and like the public transportation system is fucking rad and gets you everywhere you need to be at the exact times you need to be there. It's super convenient. And also just being able to like walk everywhere.
Walkable cities are so nice.
I'm told it like sucks a lot more to live there, but I've not experienced it, but I've heard because when I was there, I was like the white guy with like blonde hair, blue eyes. So like unironically, I forget if I might have told this in like my previous time on the podcast, but like I actually had people like come up and ask for my picture, just like completely unprompted. Just like, oh, can we get your picture?
Thought you
and I'm
were
just like, huh?
Maybe they thought you were David Hayter. You do look like David Hayter.
My facial hair. This is before I grow up.
Okay.
But no, it's more because it's like, oh, like tall blonde white guy walking around, like, you know, we want your picture. And the first time it happened, it was like a flashbang, because I was like standing in like a line at one of the Harry Potter rides in Universal Studios.
They thought you were an attraction.
And I'm just standing there fucking sweating my balls off, because it was during a heat wave. And I'm just like, fuck, I just want to go on the ride standing in this line. And there's like a collective of like teenage girls, maybe like university age, just like kind of like giggling in front of me. And I'm just like, oh, they're just fucking talking to themselves, whatever. But they keep like looking back at me, and I'm just like, oh, I'm the whitey here. Maybe that's why. And then one of them comes up to me and they're like, picture? And I go, okay. And at first I think they're asking me to take their picture as like a group. And then they like come around me and like hold their arm out for a selfie. And I see that they have like a dog filter on it. And it was really weird. And then it happened and they're like, oh, arigato. And then they walked away. And I'm just like, what the fuck just happened? And that happened like three more times while I was like walking around in Japan. It's just like
that's very
random
normal. People
ask me for a photo.
Oh, dude, I feel like that would happen to me just because of my hair. Like, while even just in New York, it was like every day, multiple times a day, people would be like, your hair is fucking sick, dude, red hair. There was one guy that pointed at my hair at one point and just said, funny. And I was like, okay, dude.
Boo would especially get that because he's so large.
Oh yeah, Boo would probably get a lot of
attention.
Yeah, he would be.
That's why I like being around people taller than me, because I've gotten that too, where like random people are like, "How tall are you?" And I'm like 6'5", and they're like, can I get a picture with you? I'm like, why?
Look at the tall man.
That hasn't happened. That hasn't happened yet. For people to go up to Boo and ask for a picture. Usually they just go to him and they're like, "Wow, you're so tall."
Damn, you tall.
Yeah, damn, you tall.
Well, the thing is, when the Japanese visit here, they'll kind of do the same thing. My family is incredibly close with a Japanese family. And when they visited, oh man, oh fuck. Somehow they made it through the airport without seeing any black people. And we're in Charlotte. I do not know how they made it through the Charlotte airport, because we were driving to there's this place in Charlotte called Discovery Place. It has like a bunch of science gizmos, and you can like, they have like animals. It's basically like a kind of hands-on discovery center. I don't know. There's probably not a good term for it.
It's like a science museum.
Yeah. It's more like for kids, but it's like a general family stuff.
No.
They have an IMAX theater built in. Anyway,
it's literally like the Montreal Science Museum.
Yeah. So we're driving up there, and I think the mom would stay with my mom, because it was basically their grandfather and their two daughters, and me and my dad. And their daughters were maybe like 8 and 10 or 8 and 12 at the time.
Oh no.
And we're driving up, and one of them goes, "Ah!" She starts screaming in delight, like, "Ah!" Just like, and starts pointing at the window, like, "Ah!" And then the grandpa looks back too, and he goes, "Ah!" And he's pointing too. And
oh no.
My dad's like, "What's going on?" Because he speaks like pretty decent Japanese, and he's like, and grandpa's trying to find his words. He's like, black person." And I look over, and it's just some dude at a crosswalk, like looking at his phone. And the youngest daughter, she pulls out her little disposable camera. No.
Oh my God.
Oh, this fucking. That's so funny, but it's so bad.
No, I actually I have a picture of some of them on my phone. No, the family, not
the black person.
The dude at the crosswalk.
No. So, no, because the daughter, when they came here, they had like ideas about America, because like they wanted to try like a real American pizza, which, you would go, "Oh, we'll go to like a local
they wanted to go to like
Pizza Hut.
They wanted to go to Papa John's specifically. Because I guess they have like some Domino's in Japan. But I have a picture of when we gave them the Papa John's, and they're so fucking delighted.
Oh, that's so fucking awesome. Though I love that.
They were like so happy to have Papa John's.
That's so fun. I love that.
They're like putting her hands over, just like, she's like feeling the heat, like, Papa John, the Papa.
She's feeling the heat of the pizza.
Yes. That's what's happening there.
Funny. I know, it's so funny.
Yeah, my dad was a big weeb.
That's at least a wholesome way to like end that story of like, oh, and then we went for Papa John's, and they were like really happy to get Papa John's.
Yeah, but no, they like we've had our little cross-cultural stuff. Like, I was never into anime because my dad knew about anime long before it was like a thing here. So he would raise me on like VHS tapes of Totoro and shit, and like Ghibli stuff.
That is wild.
So when I was growing up in middle school, people were like, "Oh, anime, like anime. Isn't that shit for like babies?" I remember watching that when I was like 5.
I honestly cannot believe. I honestly cannot believe that we just got the deep lore that your dad's a weeb.
Oh my god, I might have the picture of my dad somewhere.
No. Oh my god, are we gonna get?
I have. It's like a Ken Sama picture.
Are you serious? That's so fucking funny, dude. Holy shit.
This episode took such a swerve.
This has been the swerviest fucking episode we've had in a while.
Just your dad in a kimono.
Oh yeah, it's him with the family. It's the whole family.
Dude, this is incredible. I of all the things, I did not expect you to say that your dad was a weeb. And that makes
like
me
old
laugh.
School too, like back in the day.
It was because I don't think it started like as a weeb. Him and my mom, they took in like an exchange student from Japan. They're just like hosting her.
Oh, and then it just kind of kept going from there.
Yeah, it was when I was a baby, because she came in and she scared the fuck out of me because I'd never seen like, and she's like pure, like completely, from Japan, completely foreign, like clothes, did not understand anything. Like I'm like 2, and I suddenly see this woman who I've never seen anything like her before because I'm in the South, and she goes like, "Oh hi, I'm Yuko." and I screamed and ran to the laundry room and shut the door. I did not know how to handle it.
That's like a fucking bit from Home Alone.
What, like,
Just like
He does the
seeing
Macaulay
Marvin going,
Culkin hands on the cheek.
yeah. Well, because I checked out because like they might have said they're like an exchange person was coming, but I was like a little toddler. I didn't know what the fuck was happening.
Yeah, I mean,
So suddenly she's like, "Hi, I live here now." But like her family was really grateful, so like that we like visit each other and stuff, and then they'd send my dad a bunch of like tapes, and he's like, "I got these. It's called Totoro." He's like, "There's like a big funny man," and it had like questionable English subtitles on it.
That's so funny. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, back in the day, like old school subbing where it's just someone with a VCR setup.
Like the tape did, like the actual VHS tape sleeve didn't even have like it didn't have an actual like art cover on it. It just looked like any home movie.
It looked like a bootleg basically.
Yeah, because he got it from Japan, but it might have been someone had subtitled it over there and like burned it just onto any tape that they had.
Yeah, dude. To be fair, the number of like animated movies I had as a kid on VHS that were just like burnt on random whatever the fuck. That was just the thing.
Yeah, just in a sleeve and in Sharpie
like,
it says
Popeye.
Power Rangers movie on the side.
Yeah, mine was like Mickey Mouse Christmas, and then you watch it and it's like Bambi, and you're like, oh, okay.
It is just Bambi.
Yeah, just fucking Bambi. Can't wait for that live action remake.
Are they doing that? Is that real?
I'm pretty sure that's real. I've heard about it for so long, it has to be real, right?
But like, wait, no, that would be real because they make all the CG animal shit. That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was envisioning it as like a on-stage thing. Like they'd have people in college.
You mean like Broadway Bambi? You mean
Yeah.
like Broadway Bambi?
I was really looking at it incorrectly. Oh my god.
2023 live action remake.
I'm still thinking
Bambi.
about how nobody remembers that they did make a Lady and the Tramp live action remake.
What the fuck? They did?
They did, yeah. I remember seeing commercials and everything for it when I was working at Best Buy, and I was like,
it was like a
2019?
Disney Plus
What the
thing.
fuck? Oh, it came out during COVID. No fucking wonder nobody remembers
Oh
it.
wow.
November 12th of fucking 2019. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like right
at the
before.
peak. Right at the peak before it all started.
So
Yeah.
Well, it was one of those movies. I remember thinking like, why do this? Like, what's the point? And then just not thinking about it ever again. And yeah, that seems to be the resounding response from like the like Metacritic and shit.
I don't even know what live action movie they've made anymore. Like I keep learning about new. I learned about the Beauty and the Beast one like super recently. I didn't even know they made a live action remake of that.
Oh
They're
yeah.
doing Lilo. They're doing Lilo and Stitch now.
Oh right, because The Rock is gonna play somebody, right?
Stitch. I hope he plays Stitch.
hope Stitch
No, I
does
think
the
he's-
eyebrow
no,
raise and it has the vine boom.
The Rock is doing live action Moana, and he's just gonna be Maui again.
Oh right, that's what I don't know what
Yeah.
I was thinking of Hawaii.
Yeah,
So I just kind of lumped them in together.
Oh wait, no, they're actually doing live action Moana.
yeah, with The Rock.
What the fuck is the point? That movie just came out.
because they could
creatively
buy it.
bankrupt.
It might have been like 2016 now I think about it. I can't remember. It's been so long.
The thing is, it's like if people buy it, they'll just keep doing
I
it.
can't believe it.
It's something to put on Disney Plus.
If you film it, they will come.
So true. Even that new Pixar movie I thought wasn't doing well. I guess that bounced back.
What's Pixar?
Oh, Elemental.
movie?
That was the one.
Elemental.
I've seen a lot of TikTok clips of that.
I saw the Claude one they put out that had like
the little.
Oh, I hope Billy saw that. That one was really fucking good.
Are you talking about the one that's like a little flame? No, a little block of dirt.
Yeah, there's this little dirt man.
It's a little dirt guy. Yeah, it's a dirt mound.
I fucking found it.
Found it.
Who could pick out my dad from this photograph?
That's good. I mean, that's funny. That's a good picture.
There's another
Yeah.
one they have, which is the one I wanted to that I can't. He's in a kimono with about 80 Japanese people.
Oh my god.
And he has the biggest smile and everyone else is not smiling.
Who's the woman in the kimono that is clearly not Asian?
I don't know, but it's not my mom.
Oh, that would have been my guess.
I was like, that was my guess. That's why I was like, who is that?
I don't know. I should probably ask him about that sometime.
That's so fucking funny.
But yeah, the one at the top,
my
he's
God.
he's grandpa now. He was the one who went, oh, a black person.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of like Japanese people like Well, like some of them are in kimonos and some of them are in just like dress shirts, and then just like a white dude. Like just if you just like picture white dude in the 80s. Just like
blue eye. You can tell your dad has like really bright blue eyes as well.
Yeah, you could tell we share our Aryan features.
That's so funny, dude. That's so fucking funny.
Meat Man.
It's such an old picture. Dude, you can tell just because of what everybody's wearing in that picture, you can tell like when this got fucking, this is old, dude. This is an old fucking picture. This is like early 90s. Holy crap. Man meat.
God, man meat. Yeah, 'cause that was the exchange student in the top right. And then she's like, no, don't cry. Look, I made you peas. And they ate peas and I was happy. like snow peas.
Oh, dude, kids are
she
so
just baited you out of the laundry room like you're
with peas.
Just like fucking putting peas on the floor.
She left snow pea pods in the ground. No, just like some smells kind of good that came out. Yeah. I was like, wow, I didn't know peas could taste like this. And my mom's like, I can make you peas. And then it very different. Extremely different.
After that.
Man meat. We have to stop.
Hey! This episode would not be possible without the help from our patrons. That's you, the girl reading this right now. Here's some of our top supporters. Thank you, Alan Diver, Artavagan, Bier, Bland But Funny, Boopoo Lou, Caffeine Addicted Chemist, Cheese Dreams, Chris Chapman, Christian B, Dasul Burt, Delling City, Dreams of Ice, Ducky Madness, DX Studios, Eric Scott Gillies, Ethereal, Generic Phoenix, Handsome Destiny, Hater115, John Requires Lasagna, Kawaii Boy Toy, Leo the Geotech, Loudon Woodworth, Mr. Shirt, Random Diamonds, Rocco Man, Samuel, Nothing Worth Mentioning, Smeet Mono, Spherical May, Teague, The Frost Ace, The Snacksalotl, Winnie Rab, and Will9455. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.